was your favorite part of it? Doing the ropes course, going down the zip line and going like this. All the way down and screaming, "Rock on!" Hi, my name is Grace. I am a Roundup River Ranch camper, and it's one of my favorite places I've ever been.
I threw my socks at them really hard, and then they started throwing them back at me really hard.
It's such a huge shocker.
Oh my God.
Everybody was just so cheerful, and they also gave extraordinary courage because they helped me through my cancer.
Grace was born on her due date at 6:54 in the morning.
And I was the first one to hold her and the first one to feed her.
It absolutely was the single most wonderful moment of my life.
She loved to pull the wagon as soon as she could walk. And when she was 2, I taught her to ski. I have a lot of good memories of that.
We found out on February 25th, 2011, that Grace had a brain tumor.
I remember the look of worry on the neurologist's face and emphasizing how important it was to have the MRI done right away. She was scared. She didn't know what was ahead of us. None of us did.
I was just more in shock than anything. I remember telling myself that I have cancer and I need to get that as a reality.
Grace was in bed for 6 months. She was starting to waste away. She was so thin, so very thin. Then her hair started falling out.
You would do anything as a parent and as a father to not have your child go through this, or any child. And if you could trade places with them and take the treatment and take the diagnosis yourself, you would, but it doesn't work that way.
My friends, I wasn't participating in any of the things that they were doing. Nothing active outside. My immune system, I couldn't go to school. So I just felt like my life had stopped, honestly.
We first heard about Roundup River Ranch by our nurse practitioner.
Roundup River Ranch is a medical camp. We serve children with chronic and life-threatening illnesses, children diagnosed with cancer, sickle cell disease, epilepsy, Crohn's and colitis, HIV, heart disease, children who have had solid organ transplants, severe asthma or lung disease.
Camp experience means so much to the kids who have chronic and life-threatening illnesses. A lot of them can't even attend school. They're homeschooled or they're in the hospital. And being able to come here and just be a kid is just a wonderful experience for them.
Every camper who comes can participate in every activity that we do. So our hope would be that not only are they experiencing new things and making new friends, but they're learning more things about themselves. And they're also able to go back to wherever they're coming from, to school or to clubs or teams, and they're able to have a new outlook on life.
At first I was a little leery about Grace going to Roundup River Ranch just because she was in the midst of her treatment. She was on a feeding tube, she was riding in a wheelchair.
So knowing that the level of care required, and then to have her go to a sleepaway camp for a week was very nerve-wracking, but deep down, an awesome place for her to get to go to just get away from that monotonous routine of going to Children's Hospital every single day for treatment.
We try to always challenge ourselves on how we can put a twist to the mundane. How can we make the ordinary extraordinary? For instance, can we make meal times into something that we dance for?
After about 2 months, I ate my first meal at camp. That was really exciting because I took a picture with my nurses and how my plate was empty.
She had so much fun with her friends here. When her parents came to pick her up, she was able to stand up and walk to her mom.
When a camper comes back to Roundup River Ranch, they're able to be a leader.
I'll be helping some of the other kids that are going through almost the same thing I went through last year. I was Ariel. I think they've gotten stronger with my friends. We all went through basically the same treatments, so it's easy to talk about it. It's very difficult to get that anywhere else.
All right, Grace.
Caitlin.
Camp brings our kids together with other kids on a very similar life path. Everyone's here because they have a life-threatening illness. So instead of being different, you're part of the norm. Camp may only last a week, but the children take away empowerment, leadership skills, connectedness, and really brings fun back into their life at a time when often there isn't a lot of fun.
We are warriors! We are warriors!
It's really hard to go through chemo, but I believe it's possible to get well again. Once you get through something, it encourages someone else that they can get through it too.
Here at Roundup River Ranch, we really do see life-changing moments unfolding right in front of us.
A lot of times those kinds of moments are what keep us going and are the reason why our heads pop off the pillow every morning.
Go ahead, Grace. Woo, Grace!
The physicians and nurse practitioners encourage these kids to do what they loved to do before they were diagnosed. Then it creates a shift inside of them where they can think about, how can I make this work? How can I do this? How can I go back to what I was doing before?
Come on, Grace!
I think camp changes you forever because it gives you an experience that you wouldn't be able to do with your chemo, and it makes the impossible happen. It really is the impossible happening up there.